All right, y'all. What's going on? We back. It's Wednesday. It's 1:15. We in here benching, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like y'all saw what's going on. 308 and 320 for 2 doubles. RPE 7 to 8. The 320 or 319, whatever it was a little bit more like 8.5. Just variables considered, I would wanted to move a little bit faster, but although I usually judge RPE off the speed, it didn't feel bad at all. Like I'm not dead after that, my back ain't tight, none of that shit, so it wasn't that hard at all. But honestly, this is one of them times where like I'm extremely grateful, because my baseline strength, like literally a couple weeks ago, was nowhere near this at all. Like especially for like volume related shit, like this was not a regular number or anything like I was hitting in previous blocks, like prior to this, all that shit. So to see this shit moving how it's moving and to be feeling the way I'm feeling, I definitely know like we're getting stronger, and I'm very, very confident in my ability to finally bench press going forward. I'm also like really grateful that like I'll finally get a chance to get some hypertrophy in with this like new bench setup. But it's crazy because he the man that helped me out with bench press the most, to be honest. I gotta give him that credit because he held it down for sure, Shout out my guy. But 100%, this block right here is definitely gonna be like the beginning of like me really building like that upper body, that just like arms, triceps, shoulders, all that shit. Cause honestly, this shit ain't been clicking like since I really came to the gym. But now that it feel like good all the time, I don't gotta worry about, you know, no pain, no nothing. I'm saying it's good vibes, but we got a 3x8 coming up, or yeah, 3x8. I'm gonna figure out what number I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna get back with y'all because I'm about to lock all the way in right quick. I think I'm gonna put my headphones in for these next 3 sets for sure. And I think the last set of AMRAP too. So let's get this money, man.
Come on, Jack. Yup, come on. Yup. Yup. Come on. Let's go. Come on, easy. Come on. Woo! This is money, boy!
Just put your money down. Nobody make a move until the day set. I got my money up. Tell them what I switched up my prices. I was a Mac with Mac. Give her one down and kill the white shit. Trying to arrange this. Couldn't get that shit. It was a flight risk. But these niggas were my fault. I see it, I want it, I like it, I buy it. You need like 50 pills, I can get them. I got like 9 shit in this front. I got some hands. She just wanted dinner. Have my niggas dead. Half up in the present. 40 on me, any business. I ain't got no time to think about it.
All right, so I ain't even about to sit here and lie to y'all. Week 1, day 2. As far as like all the powerlifting I've been doing, this is by far the best bench session I've had, period. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Nothing but momentum after set after set after set, or set after set after set. But them joints felt money. Like, found a groove, didn't even need no headphones, just was like feeding off of my guys' energy. That's pretty much it. Like, I'm honestly shocked. Like, when I get under the bar, I try to work with extreme confidence. Like, whatever I put on the bar is there. Like, if I load it, it's getting moved, period. But even I'm a little shocked because 276 for 8, something I never hit before. And then to do my first back down, I was programmed around like 240. I think I did like 253. And then to turn around and like up it again and hit 264 for another set of 8, I can't complain, man. So we just gotta keep feeding off that energy, keep feeding off that momentum, and just let the rest of this workout finish itself for real. I got close grip bench. Probably not gonna record that. Well, no, matter of fact, I'm gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna record it, show y'all what my close grip look like. It's not too much different from my regular bench. My range of motion on bench is already miles long, so I'm not changing too much of nothing. All right, so we got the like powerlifting part out the way. Due to some time, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Due to some time constraints, AKA I'm on the clock at work now, I'm going to actually leave my bodybuilding stuff, my accessories, until later. I don't want to rush through them while I'm on the clock and just be trying to do them all quick. I'm gonna just wait until later and make sure like I'm doing them the proper way. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing them right. I make sure I'm doing them with intent, how I say, and you mean just pushing through, just making sure I'm getting right. Because honestly, the back downs and accessories will be gonna get the most paper at. All right, what's going on, y'all? It's Friday, it's the LF day, and I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't even lie, I got some food in me, about to drink some more water before I get started soon. But before I even get into all that, I want to talk about a topic that came up on Instagram and in a conversation when I was talking to my homeboys the other day after we got done training, and that is being a good person versus being a good lifter. And in the beginning, before I even get started talking on that, I want people to realize powerlifting is a sport. It's a growing sport, and it's very, very competitive, as we can see. and the competition isn't doing anything but growing more and more. I want people to realize, like, in a sport that's growing, we're going to see more spectators, we're going to see more haters, we're going to see more people who don't compete in the sport just talking, just making propaganda on social media. And I want people to understand that that is completely normal. If you ever played basketball, football, or any sport where like stats and records and social media are very prevalent within it, you will know that like people are going to talk shit, people are going to say stuff, people are going to try to get under your skin. We've been dealing with this shit for years, since we started playing sports. I mean, like, before elementary school, for like, if you started playing sports that early. Like, I started playing sports around 5, 6 years old, and when people started realizing you had certain ability or certain skills compared to them, it was like, they were already talking shit. So it's this thing, like, that's just gonna happen with any sport. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna do your thing, you're gonna hold it down, you're gonna elevate, you're gonna grow, and people are gonna have something to say about it. What you gonna do with that? Nothing. Keep growing, keep elevating, keep pushing forward. Because at the end of the day, responding to all of them ain't gonna help you lift no more weight, you feel me? Now dig this, because this is also a different perspective on like the gym and lifting and all that shit. Like, growing up when we were in the gym wasn't necessarily about doing better than someone else, or lifting more weight than someone else, or lifting more weight than someone else at a particular body weight. Honestly, everybody came in there to get prepared for another sport, like football, basketball, soccer, and then powerlifting came around and people starting to realize more and more like, okay, lifting weights is actually a sport as well. And it's a great thing to see, but I also feel like there are so many people getting butthurt when they don't need to, because they don't understand like all this stuff that's happening is a part of sports. It's just that the gym was never really viewed as a sport, at least not to my generation. Like I said, we used to come in the gym, get ready for sports, and if you from that, or if you cut from that, or if you from an area like this, it was a good way to stay off the streets, so you didn't end up in no harm's way or end up in trouble. So that's really what we use it for. And to be honest, most of the time, that's still the vibe a lot of us take up. Like, especially from Philly, I used to go to the gym just because I realized like it was me doing better than like, you know, being outside doing dumb shit, stealing and all. Like, that's a lot. Like, that's too much to be doing, you feel me? So I realized at a young age, like around 16, 17, like football is one thing. That was my main sport. Football was one thing. Like, being in the gym kind of just took up some time that like kept me from just getting caught up in the wrong crowd and shit, you feel me? And it's just like that. It's nothing else. It's really simple. Like, but I'm a big fan of competition. I love going places and meeting people. I love competing with the best of them. I don't shy away. I don't duck no action. I love it. It's like something I grew up with. Playing football, the more and more and more I played football, the more I just became like one of those people who just love competition. And I think it's just because like competitiveness pushes people to be their best. But then again, there's also another side where it can bring the insecurities out of people too. So, like I said, I've been doing this for a while as far as competition stuff, but I understand what's going on already with powerlifting. I can see it growing every single day when I get on social media. All right, 551 for the last warm-up. I'm trying to be a little bit more methodical when it comes to warm-up, instead of just like 1 res, 2 res, 3 res, 4 res. Depending on what I have for that specific day, I want to try to warm up a little bit more intelligently, so like when I put more weight on the bar, I'm not already like burnt out from the sets before. So I don't want to warm up too much. I want to warm up just right, like right on time. 6'11" for 4 is a PR. I'd rather hit them in rapid succession, but I guess I probably should have strapped up from the beginning. I'm just not a big fan of straps on top sets just because they throw off my technique a little bit. They throw off my setup some, just like the amount of time you got to be down there. And I don't like having like the straps being the only thing that's like holding me to the bar. I kind of like using like my fingers. Like I wrap the strap pretty tightly. So considering that, like if I did try to do that though, it would take me so long to be down there. And honestly, the bar rolled into my my shed a little bit, so it just threw me off, but still got the 4th rep. I'm not complaining, but the next time I come back to it, it'll be a lot cleaner. Also too, I want to take my time locking out next time. I was getting to the top and like I didn't want my grip to go on me, which it still did, so I was like kind of rushing the lockout, but doesn't feel bad. That last rep, just the technique needs to be a lot cleaner as far as with the straps. Just got to make sure whenever I'm doing a set like that, I kind of lock it all the way in. And I want to be able to push like these type of sets in the future with my hook. So, and honestly, I mean, all's not bad. It didn't rip on me. It like just got hot as shit. So next time I come back to it, we'll make it a little bit cleaner. But I don't even know what I have for back downs right now. I'm still trying to catch my breath a little bit, but we'll see what's going on with the back downs, and then we'll go from there for the rest of the workout. All right, what y'all saw right there was a bounce back 100%. I think if I do what I did for that set on the previous set, I get at least 5 reps. But that's the name of the trade. That's powerlifting for you. Mess up the first set, mess up the top set, get it back on the back downs where it really matters. So I would have loved for that 6'11" to move a little bit smoother, but it's not that big of a deal because that moved tremendously. Now, to give y'all a reference, the number I'm programmed to hit for sets of 6 is around 460, 470. That first back down was 529, and that's the smoothest it's ever moved for 6 reps. So that's a big PR. I want to start working that top end or that low end a lot more, because I think that's what's going to be what really matters. That's what's going to be able to, or that's what's going to help me build that musculature I need going forward. That's going to help build that stamina, and honestly, that's going to help lock in the technique. Just doing sub-maximal stuff at a higher percentage, just by a little bit, and creating a set where the intensity is high, so you're forced to replicate it with a certain standard. But that's what we're looking for, man. That's the, like I said, that's the name of the game. As far as the hook grip, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just got fucking hot. I wish I could take all my sets with a hook grip, honestly, but gotta go with the straps to save the hands, make sure we moisturize them, and getting everything straight going forward. So we got 2 more sets, and I got block pulls, and more technique. So let's get it up. So I got I think I got one more set of accessories. or one more set of both of the accessories I have programmed. But I wanted to talk about this before I forgot. This is what, like, I believe rolling through the punches looks like. Because I didn't get them on camera, but like after I got done the overall volume of deadlifting, I took 2 singles. I took one off of blocks, and I took one off the floor. And I did it with a different stance. And honestly, I was looking for the deadlift to be a little bit more efficient while still maintaining the same amount of strength that I have, or maintaining the same feel of strength that I have. Like if you feel strong, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get the lift. So that's just at least how I think about it. If you don't feel strong, you're gonna be thinking about it. It's too many variables. It's a recipe for disaster, so to say. But for me, them 2 singles kind of like just made that stance concrete. They were very, very fast. Honestly, I'm a big advocate for like patience off the floor. So with that being said, they moved the same way they usually do, but at the top, the lockout was a lot more refined. I didn't feel tired from it, and I was able to like kind of trigger that mind-to-muscle connection with the muscles I needed to pull that particular weight off the floor the way I did. So all in all, like this session, these last 3 sessions throughout this week, squat, bench, and deadlift have been like kind of just eye-openers. Honestly, my top single or my top set on squats this week was like a little bit slower than I would have liked it. But my first back down, I like pretty much destroyed it. Bench was another one where like I just read the program wrong, so nothing really bad happened, but just gotta pay attention going forward. But the rest of the volume work was like all, I think, PR volume. And then today, same thing, like all the volume I did for deadlift today was PRs. Some of these numbers, well, 4 reds is something I usually hit for my last warm-up. I have not done it for like sets of 6 for an entire workout, so kudos to me, just move forward. I don't really know if I'm gonna train tomorrow just yet with the weather situation, and honestly, depends on how I recover. I know I have like some squats and bench tomorrow. I was gonna bench today, but I want to pretty much be patient with all my sessions, just give it as much time needed to complete everything that I have written down, and just make sure I'm completing it all with intent and just making sure I'm moving forward the right way. Not rushing shit, not like trying to just get out of here on time. That's why we want to start a little bit earlier, so we can finish a little bit earlier and then we can still go on about our day and still get other things done. But this is just like my mental accountability to make sure like I'm keeping training first, like keeping training as a priority instead of just, oh, top sets, let's let's sandbag back downs and then let's get our accessories done quick and get out of here because I got other things to do. Like no, like we're trying to get stronger. We want to move forward in the sport, so I think it's imperative or very important that like, you know, we just stick to how we grind the nail and just keep that focus. What's going on? So we back. It's like 3:30 in the morning on Saturday. This video will probably be up around like 10 a.m. give or take. But I just wanted to formally close the video out and just pretty much wrap it up. Today was a good day. Week 1 was a good week. Plenty of learning, plenty of stuff to, you know, just build upon in the next couple weeks. So if you like what you see so far, man, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Take the PRTCL, man. And I'll be back next week, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.